Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are doing good today. So today's video, what we're going to be talking about is some starter lock tips that I have for you guys. Okay, so basically for the people who are new here, welcome to the channel. I post a lot of dreadlock content and stuff like that. So if you guys are wanting to see more dreadlock content, or you guys watch a lot of dreadlock content, or you guys have dreadlocks and stuff like that, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because it's a lot more content coming soon. But for my returning viewers, you already know what's up with me and my dreads and stuff like that. But definitely for the new viewers and stuff like that, you guys don't know anything about my dreadlocks. So if this is the first time you guys see on my channel, you guys can actually go down, like up and down my channel, and you guys can just hear me talking about like my dreadlocks and stuff like that. So right now I'm at like the 3.5 year mark right now, so like 3.5 years to maybe a couple months over that, but you know, it's just pretty much the same time range, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, it's really just been about 3.5 years since I've had dreadlocks. I definitely had my fair share of problems and things that I really like came across when I started my dreadlocks. So I'm just gonna tell you guys a couple of things that I really think you guys should not be doing with your dreadlocks. So basically this advice is really good for people with starter locks and people who are just starting off with locks. If maybe you already started off your locks, maybe you're thinking about getting locks, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys right now that all this information I'm about to tell you guys is definitely useful, and you guys don't really want to miss out on any of these tips. Okay, so it's gonna save you guys a lot of time, save you guys a lot of issues. So make sure you guys just stay tuned for the video, and we're just gonna go ahead and get into these tips now. Alright you guys, the very first thing I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys is do not retwist your hair too much. Okay, so basically what retwisting your hair too much does, it really causes a lot of thinning, causes a lot of damage, and honestly you can feel your own scalp and your own head literally like hurting itself when you're getting your hair retwisted too much. And the reason I say that is because most, you know, when you get your hair retwisted, it's pretty tight. You know what I'm saying? It's really tight. So imagine doing that too many times, man. Like I think a retwist, you can really, like when you're first getting your locks in, like for starter locks, I definitely think that you guys should retwist your hair probably at least once a month. Okay, so once a month is really good. And then the longer you guys have locks, you know, the more you guys can kind of like mess with that that range a little bit. You guys can go a little bit past that. Like sometime I might go between like 2 months, sometime the most I go is like 2.5 months or something like that. But you know, the longer you guys have locks, the longer you guys can like play with that range right there. But when you guys have starter locks, I feel like a good number is really one time a month. That's honestly really good for starter locks, man, because if you do it anymore, every time you get a retwist, you're going to feel that pain. You're gonna feel that pain in your scalp. You're gonna be feeling it pulling on your scalp, and then you know it's gonna be thinning dreadlocks. You're gonna be losing out on dreadlocks, and your head's gonna hurt, bro. Like nobody wants that. Your head is literally gonna hurt, bro. So that's just totally unnecessary. I say keep it at once a month. That's really the number that I'd say. All right, guys, and the next tip that I have for you guys is to not use the wrong products on your hair. Okay, so by what I'm saying the wrong products, I mean like heavy products. Like you don't need wax. Okay, a lot of people say that you guys need wax. They say it's good for dreadlocks and stuff like that, locking, but okay, yeah, it might lock up your hair and it might do certain things to your hair, but bro, all that wax, there's a lot of chemicals in that wax, so it's really just gonna be, it's not gonna be good in the long term, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a whole bunch of buildup in your locks in the end, so don't use like heavy products like wax. The only products that I really recommend you guys use really for shampooing your hair right here, I definitely recommend this Jamaican Mango and Lime Tingle Shampoo right here. This is really good. You guys can actually find this product in the description or pinned at the top of the comment section. You guys can get your own Tingle shampoo. Every time I really use this product, you know how the name is Tingle shampoo, so, and you know how when you use like mint products or something like that, and you kind of feel that minty like a tingle sensation, it's literally like that, bro. So you know that's how you know it's doing the job. And for the oils, I use a Jamaican Mango and Lime Black Castor Oil, right? So it doesn't have to be Jamaican Mango and Lime, but I guess if you want this is a good option because they have different, you know, fragrances. This right here is the lavender one. There's some other lists of oils. I'm gonna actually put that right here. You guys can actually go ahead and find those oils down in the description as well. But yeah, bro, keep your products to like light products to a minimum, and don't use too many types of products. Like I showed you guys, I use literally like one brand, like Jamaican Mango and Lime. That's really what works for me. So until I find something else that you know is like reputable and pretty good that I like on my hair, I'm not gonna really like, you know, show it to you guys. But I'm gonna actually try some other stuff. I actually did get a recommendation talking about to try one type of shampoo. It was like a growth type of shampoo, so shout out to you. So I'm definitely gonna get that, look into that. So thank you. But yeah, guys, do not use the wrong products on your hair. It's not really worth it in the end. You're gonna have a whole bunch of buildup. It's just not necessary. So just keep that in mind. I feel like everybody has these lights in their room right here. You know what I'm saying? These little LED lights. Does everybody watching this, how many of you guys have these LED lights in your room? Let me know. I feel like a lot of my friends have these LED lights, but I mess with them, so it's cool. All right, guys, the next tip is do not sleep without a do-rag, okay? So this is a tip that I actually messed up on, right? So I actually did sleep without a do-rag, right? So this is what you don't want to do. You want to sleep with a do-rag or something over your head, something silk, really, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, basically when you have starter locks, your hair is really not all the way locked in until like, you know, some months later. You know, it really doesn't start even locking in until like that 1 month mark, in my opinion. That's for, you know, for me, but you know, it takes a minute to lock. But you know, when you're first starting, it's not locked up, so you want something that's going to keep your hair in place, you know what I'm saying? That's going to make it lock, you know, the fastest way possible. That's going to really let it do its job, you know, the best way it possibly can. Because, you know, when you're moving around in your sleep, you're laying down on the pillow, you know, you're moving your hair around, you're moving your head around, and your hair's getting messed up and stuff like that. So, you know, the best bet really is to just get a do-rag so you guys can sleep with that. And like I said, I did not do this in the past, so I wish I did this in the past. So just letting you guys know, most people when they get dreadlocks, they want their locks to look like dreadlocks as fast as possible. So I'm assuming that's what you guys want. So if you guys want to not prolong the locking process at all, you guys want the quickest locking process, the best locking process to keep your hair in place and stuff like that, definitely get a do-rag. All right, guys, and the next tip that I have for you guys is do not dye your hair too early, okay? So basically if you did not know, bleach is not really the best chemical for your hair. It's not good at all for your hair, basically. So once you know, do that, you know, it really is damaging your hair. So, you know, if you're damaging your starter locks, you're really damaging locks that aren't locks yet, bro. So you're kind of messing yourself up before you even start getting to where you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's really not what you want to do. But do not dye your hair too early, okay? So that's, you know, just understand when you're dyeing your hair, when you're bleaching your hair, it's really messing up your hair to a certain extent. It is messing up your hair. So if you're gonna dye your hair, do not do it within, I'd say give it like a good year or 2 years. Like, there's no rush, bro, because when you're having locks, it's long term. So you're gonna have your locks for a minute. If you want to dye your hair, you can dye your hair, but bro, do not rush into it, okay? It's really gonna mess your hair up. Honestly, dyeing my tips really did a lot of damage. Like, a lot of my tips came out and really that messed with the length, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. So if I had a whole bunch of length, right, and then, you know, the tips, they come out, then that means I'm losing length, you know what I'm saying? So you don't want to, you know, you want length. Like, everybody who wants dreads literally wants length, but you don't want to mess up that length, bro. It's gonna make your hair fall out. You're gonna have thinning dreadlocks. Like, I've had a couple of thinning dreadlocks, bro, and it's even worse if you put it in the roots, bro. It's even worse if you put it in the roots, because that's where all your hair grows at, man. So you don't want to mess that up, bro. If you're doing that, you're literally damaging every piece of your hair, even your scalp. Why would you want to do that, bro? You don't want to do that. But yeah, guys, those are my tips for you guys. Do not retwist your hair too often. Definitely do not use the wrong products in your hair. I will link all the products that I use and I recommend in my description and in the top of the comment section so you guys can get your own products. Definitely don't sleep without a do-rag, bro. You're gonna definitely need that do-rag to keep your hair in place. And finally, do not dye your hair too early, okay? You're gonna regret it. It's gonna hurt your hair in the long run. You just don't want to do that, okay? So just keep those tips in mind. Yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and hopefully you guys learned something today. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you guys leave a like on this video. It really does help the YouTube algorithm, and make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.